I call this one the big mistake. The biggest mistake that people make when they're in conversation, or they're trying to communicate with somebody, is assuming that the person that they're speaking to already has an idea of what's going on in your head. If you think about it, you and I have reached this point in our lives through completely different paths. We had different parents, we had different educations, we lived in different places, we've had different experiences. And what's happening inside my head is a conversation that's the story of all of that coming together. You can't assume that I'm on that same path as you. Approach your conversations not as starting a conversation with someone, but as joining a conversation already happening inside someone's head. And you'll realize that you'll start building much better relationships. I see people having this problem with their spouse, with their kids, with their boss, with everybody. When you're trying to explain something, it doesn't matter how right you are. And you can say it 1,000 times. You gotta first understand what that person is thinking about, and then you can catch them up to what you're thinking. So good conversations start with questions. If you're trying to prove your point to somebody, start with questions. Don't start with what you know, because you need to understand where that person's starting from and then build that journey so that they can get to that same point where you are, and then they're gonna be ready to understand your big point, your big pitch, the big thing that you're trying to communicate, what you're trying to get done. Once you start approaching communications and your relationships this way, you're gonna realize that they're gonna flourish and they're gonna do much better, and you're gonna be able to grow your influence.